Okay, breads and doughs. This is important because from a halal perspective, in today's food world, where breads and things like pizza doughs are mass produced, they aren't as simple as they used to be. Um, I like to say that artisan products are the best because they're usually pretty simple, but they are not always the most convenient to get. So, what can be found in breads? But these things can also be found in things like condiments and sauces, but I really am focusing more on bread here. So, when bread is mass produced, the producers of that product will typically try to create the end product to be really perfect, meaning all of it, the same texture, size, and so on. I mean, they need a formula that works, that will cut costs, and just be able to fulfill the quantity and the volume that they're looking for. So what they do is oftentimes add something in it, such as a dough conditioner, so that all bread will be very soft and stay soft. And that dough conditioner can um, really be sourced from something that you really wouldn't think. So if I'm making bread at home and I'm really looking at a texture that's nice and soft, I could add some vinegar to it. Um, but what food manufacturers have found is that sometimes they will add uh, poultry feathers, which is named L-cysteine. So sometimes that comes from duck or chicken feathers, and somehow they've figured out how to um, make that into a product. I mean, it's not going to look like feathers. I mean, they will process it and then add it to the bread. But there also could be human hair that's used and processed down. Again, it's not going to look like hair, but it will be from either human hair or poultry feathers that will end up in your bread. And that's an ingredient that I think poultry feathers don't sound very edible or digestible or appealing. Um, but the human hair is one that is definitely not halal because we are not supposed to have anything from the human body. I mean, in a sense, it's cannibalistic and not exactly, you know, um, doesn't seem threatening or anything. But from a halal perspective, it's just not a halal ingredient. Also, you might find mono or diglycerides in breads, pizza doughs, and so on, and these can be sourced from pork. So you just really want to understand if you see that ingredient, what's the source of it. I just typically put something back. If I see that it has the L-cysteine or the monodiglycerides, I just put it back because I don't want to spend my time to figure it all out. I just look for a product that is much more pure or tayyib than something complicated. So that's sort of my solution for it. Or make your own, because I think making your own stuff when you can and if you can, then you know exactly what's in everything. Um, Alcohol and emulsifiers are typically found in things like condiments and sauces, like salad dressings, sauce packets and things like that. And the reason that they're in there will be preservative wise and also to create a uniform texture. So if you're making, for example, salad dressing, the emulsifier that, or sorry, not salad dressing, let's say mayonnaise. Emulsifier would be egg. Egg is going to bind those products to, those ingredients together. And some emulsifiers that are from a, manufactured source could come from alcohol sources or pork sources. And again, you're going to have to do a lot of digging to figure that out. So I always suggest that people go for something really pure and simple or something that you've made yourself and then you know exactly what's in it.